What's up, everybody? It's Wes and Andy. Welcome back. It's Random Fandom Tuesday night. We are your hosts, as always. This one, Random Fandom, the 88th edition for the week of Tuesday, December 17th in the year 2024. Lots of stuff going on this week. The last 24 hours? No, the last 12 hours. It seems like right before we go to air, there's always a bunch of stuff that comes out. So we may not get to everything that we saw this week, but there is some exciting stuff. We wanted to get to as much of it as we can. And we're happy to have you guys along for the ride with us.
Indeed.
I suppose
we should probably start with another
Random Fandom Trivia.
I like those. I think that's the right thing to do.
Fun. So question for you this week.
Wee. What do you got?
English actor uses the DJ name DJ Big Driss when he performs as a DJ. Is it A, Tom Holland, B, Idris Elba, C, Henry Cavill, or D, Simon Pegg?
First of all, I thought it said DJ Big Drills, and I was like, oh. That being said, I feel like everybody on this list is hip enough to actually work as a DJ. I do not know the answer to this one, but I am betting that somebody in the audience does. And if we give them a few seconds with the sounder, we might get an answer. Let's do that. All right, what do we got going on? We've got...
I guess we should acknowledge, right? Like, I mean, we've seen Gaz's comment already.
That's true.
Hello, Gaz.
That's true. Hey, man.
Hey, Josh is here as well.
What's going on, everybody? Everybody having a good night, I hope.
So, Gaz has cast his vote for B.
That would be a double O, maybe.
Sean, welcome to the show, has cast his vote for Simon Pegg.
I feel like Simon Pegg is kooky enough that, like, yeah, I could see him doing some DJing.
Josh coming in with B, also Idris Elba.
Double O, maybe.
And, like, I mean, really, look at Henry Cavill, because...
that guy's just too busy to do anything else.
Because he's all over. Like, he's Warhammering, he's The Witcher, he's gaming.
He's not The Witcher anymore.
No.
Did you see that? We got our first images of
the next one?
Yeah.
And isn't it revolving around a female lead?
No, it's Liam Hemsworth. Oh, sorry. Siri is going to be the protagonist of the next video game.
Okay.
But we do have the first official images of Liam Hemsworth. Well, maybe they're not official, but we do have some imagery of Liam Hemsworth in costume. I don't have a problem with it.
Well, fair enough. Well, all in for all in.
It can't be A, because that guy can't, he'd be too busy talking.
He'd be a good MC. Come on now.
That's right.
But no, if you guess Tom Holland, you're wrong.
Oh, no.
If you guess Simon Pegg, you're wrong.
Oh.
If you guessed Henry Cavill, you're also wrong.
What?
It is indeed B.
Seriously?
Yeah. And really, I mean, after reading the question again, Big Driss.
Oh, Driss.
Idris. Yeah. It is kind of a giveaway, but I didn't know that until today.
Process of elimination says I should have got that. I guess I'm just plain old tired today. Or stupid. Man, no, you're absolutely right, guys. Idris, come on. No, You're right. You're right.
Yep.
By the way, just a quick reminder, Random Fandom, it is a call-in show. You are more than welcome to call us up on the WhatsApp line. It is open now. We are taking your calls throughout the show.
Yeah. I just learned this today myself, but in his teenage years, a 14-year-old Idris Elba, he began helping his uncle with a wedding DJ business.
Isn't that how they all
start?
Yeah,
and that soon transformed into him starting his own DJ company. And at this time, he'll perform as DJ Big Driss in nightclubs, also known as Big Driss the Londoner. And he has 1 album, 4 EPs, and 1 mixtape out there.
Oh my God. So, I want to know how many times has Idris Elba had to play, just take those old records off the shelf?
Wedding DJ, that's a staple.
Whoa, he's got a Red Sox hat on. What? British guys can't be baseball fans? No, they can. Of course.
Sure they can.
Maybe he just has love for the beautiful city of Boston.
Could be. Maybe he left his heart in Boston.
I don't know. Well, with the random trivia out of the way, I guess we should get to the dun dun dun.
Yeah, we got a sad one this week. Jill Jacobson has passed. Known for Star Trek The Next Generation, Falcon Crest, and a whole bunch more, has passed at the age of 70.
That is not a current photo of her, though.
I do not believe so.
I had to go looking for her because I couldn't. I mean, as a Star Trek fan, I thought, oh, maybe I'd recognize her, but I don't.
Apparently she had multiple roles.
Yeah, I did. I saw a bunch of
So,
lots of alien roles.
Mhm.
Yeah, so not just one character, several.
yeah. But yeah, she was in Star Trek The Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Days of Our Lives, Hung, Newhart, Castle, Who's the Boss?
Castle. That's not too old. That's fairly recent.
But she was Erin Jones on Falcon Crest.
I did not watch Falcon Crest. I mean, that's right up there with what? Dynasty and
Dynasty
Dallas.
and- yeah.
I didn't watch those.
So our condolences to her family.
Of course.
you know. But there is another one I did not get a slide for.
Oh.
Apparently the Amazing Kreskin passed as well.
What? Kreskin?
Yeah.
Did he see it coming?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's funny or not. Is that is that funny? Hey, wait, is Kreskin
The Amazing Kreskin.
the Amazing Kreskin? Wow. Oh my gosh, he died a week ago,
Oh no.
December 10th. Maybe it was just announced then.
Maybe?
Entertainer and mentalist, the Amazing Kreskin, dead at aged 89. Was the Amazing Kreskin? I guess he was kind of internationally famous, wasn't he?
I think so.
Do you have any memories of Kreskin?
I
No?
can't say
You
I
don't remember
do.
seeing him on TV? I do. That's wild. I'm looking at this photo of him, and it's not. I don't know when this was, but I mean, other than the white hair, he looks just like I remember him. My gosh, died at home in Caldwell, New Jersey. No details provided, but wrote on a post that he was beyond heartbroken. Who sang this? I can't see who's telling me this.
Someone.
Galway. I don't know who that person is.
The internet.
It's got to be somebody close to him, I guess. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Man, I feel like I need to go back and find some of his old stuff, his TV stuff.
But that is the end of our sad news, thankfully. Good news, Harley Quinn Season 5 got their trailer, and it's coming January 16th to Max.
Yeah, I mean, now you've been following this.
I have been.
You've
This
been watching
show
this.
is super fun.
Is it?
It is not for kids. It is
no,
highly
no.
adult rated. But yeah, Penny does an awesome job as Harley.
Kaylee Cuoco.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And I can't remember her name. I
Ivy.
should though.
Ivy.
Yeah.
Ivy. We'll just go with that.
Well, I can't remember the actress who plays her, but she does well as well. Alan Tudyk is in as Clayface.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting
And
role.
he
for him.
takes it like beyond overly dramatic.
Yeah.
Like the playwright, I am an actor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Red Swenson says Clayface is the standout for me. Nice to see you tonight, Red. I hope everything is well down in the big smoke.
So we have linked to the trailer in the show notes if you haven't seen it yet. It's worth a watch. Apparently they're going to Gotham or going out of Gotham.
Out of Gotham.
And they're going to Metropolis.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Do we get other like I mean, this obviously revolves around the villains.
Yeah.
Do we see our heroes?
Yeah, we do.
We do. Okay. Okay.
Actually, James Gordon's character is kind of played off more for comedy in the series, but we see Batman, we see Gordon, we see other random heroes popping up from time to time, but they do focus heavily on the Legion of Doom.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the classic Legion.
The classic
of Doom?
raises out of the swamp.
I
Lex
love that.
Luthor's running it. And,
I do. I love that.
I believe Ivy took over last season.
So by going to Metropolis, we get to
we're gonna get Brainiac. We're gonna get a whole bunch of Superman related.
Of course,
folks.
yeah. So that's an interesting. Do you think this is just a wild one out there because we've got another animated series sort of in the same style with the
Kite Man.
the
Hell
Kite Man,
yeah!
right? Do you think this is how we do a soft a soft pilot for a backdoor pilot for another series if we go to Metropolis?
Certainly.
Now, if you had to, who would you
revolve it around?
Mercy Grammer?
I don't know.
I guess if that's something, if they want to focus on her, she was a kind of a cool character
Mm,
in Superman the animated series.
yeah. But, I mean, Clayface should get his own spin-off at some point.
How about Miss Tessmacher?
Nah, she's safe where she is.
Okay, all right.
But,
Nuclear Man. Yes.
Red says, Luthor Corp Inc. Well, I know Luthor's going to show up. He's in the trailer, so.
Is it Luthor? I thought it was LexCorp.
Well.
It's always been LexCorp, hasn't it?
I don't know for sure, now that you mentioned
That's
that.
a good question. Red, do you know something I don't?
I know
Well, it's entirely possible because there's a lot I don't know.
I know in Supergirl they ended up just changing it to just L Corp when Lena took over and she had to distance herself
from her brother. Yeah. Well, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
So this next one's kind of neat. Don't know if it's actually going to come to fruition, but apparently a director's cut has been found of the 1990s Captain America film.
I've seen this movie once.
I've got a bootleg version of it on DVD.
I saw it on VHS, and I believe it was like a tape copy. It was pretty good. Like, sorry, for VHS, the quality was pretty good. I don't want to say the movie was good. The quality was good, and kind of like the Corman Fantastic Four, I kind of appreciate what they were trying to do, but I don't feel like, unlike the Corman Fantastic Four, I don't believe this was just let's make a movie just to keep the IP. They tried to make a go of this, and it didn't really work.
No,
the Red Skull was kind of cool. So we get a director's cut, whether it sees the Red says, I don't know, not a DC guy. I just mix stuff up. Nice, man. Nice. Say what?
According to the Facebook page Heroic Hollywood, Albert Puns, I'm terrible on the name, but his original cut has been found.
Right.
And his wife is said to be trying to get the director's cut officially released. So,
oh my!
Yeah.
Do you think there's enough fan support to bring that to light?
I think. Well, everybody loves a director's cut, right?
I don't know. I think we should. First of all, we should say hi to Travis coming in from YouTube. Hi, Travis. Nice to see you. Travis has a very specific opinion. How's it going? I also saw this Captain America movie as a kid. Captain America.
America.
What, America? Fuck yeah. I need to see this version.
Yeah, the rubber suit cap is it's something to see.
I'd be okay with I would check it out.
For sure.
I
would at least watch it once.
I watched it as a teenager. I have very little memory of it. In fact, I think I have more memory of those that old made for TV movie Captain America. Around the same time in the 70s they were doing those Spider-Man made for TV movies. Like where Steve Rogers takes like the front, the windshield of the motorcycle was the shield and it was transparent. Like it was just dumb.
Hokey.
And he tossed the motorcycle on a bridge.
Campy.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. Travis says, I remember Red Skull looking like a bloody cat turd and Steve pretending like he's going to puke when he wants to steal cars. Wow. That good, huh?
Fond memories. Fond memories.
In the words of Han Solo, that good, huh?
Yep.
Or I guess it was that bad, huh?
Well, this next one might be good. Are you a fan of Mortal Kombat at all?
Well, yes and no. I like what Mortal Kombat is. I don't like Mortal Kombat in the sense that I don't do button mashing games because I don't have the coordination for them.
Fair enough.
Now, that being said, any of the entertainment based around Mortal Kombat, I've enjoyed all of it. I've enjoyed it all. So, yeah.
Well, this next one might actually get you to play it because they've revealed you'll get early access on January 21st of 2025 to the new Conan the Barbarian skin.
Oh.
So he will be a character in the new Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns.
Is this a screenshot?
This is a screenshot.
Well, let's do you have it? We don't have any more than this, do we?
There's one more. Like they actually show you a bit of gameplay.
Okay.
In the reveal.
Yeah.
And he's swinging the sword, and It's got almost a blur effect to, you know.
There's an interesting thing going on here because I definitely see trappings of Schwarzenegger, but at the same time, not Schwarzenegger. You see what I mean though?
Yeah.
Like it's definitely they're going for that look. I mean
Definitely modeling after the movies.
that is definitely the Atlantean sword.
Yeah.
That is an interesting look.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get me in with RoboCop or
No?
Predator or Terminator. So, but interesting enough, that would be Schwarzenegger twice in Mortal Kombat then, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Come on, Ned Beatty gave a hell of a performance in this. Almost as good as his performance in Stroker Ace. No, I would rather watch Stroker Ace. Sean says, I am a 50-50 fan on the games. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, it probably has had some that are considered better than others. I remember it was a big deal. Man, I don't know how old I was. I was a teenager when you could still when it was still a big thing to go to the video store and rent. Let's rent the Sega Genesis.
Oh.
And we did, and we rented it, and we brought Mortal Kombat home, and we brought it home to my friend Tom, whose folks were like uber religious. Oh wait, was it Sega? One of the consoles when the game first came out had no blood. All the blood effects were changed to like blue, so it was like sweat. Do you remember that?
I don't, but I know I have it on Super Nintendo still.
Maybe that's what it was. I know one of them, there was no blood in the original release.
Probably the Nintendo, because you'd think
they're probably like
kids,
a little more kid friendly.
Whereas the Genesis would be full out.
Now we have to get Connor McLeod from Highlander in Mortal Kombat. Oh, that would be okay. They already got Chris Lambert back for the movie version of Raiden. That's right.
The 1995 movie, if I'm not mistaken.
The first one, right?
Yeah.
Was he Raiden in both of them?
I don't think he was Raiden in the remake, but he
not
was
the remake because the cast those Mortal Kombat movies with was it Robin Shou that played Liu Kang? Didn't he do two?
Yeah, there was that one and then Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
So wasn't Lambert?
There was a third one as well.
Was Lambert Raiden in both of those?
I think he was only
just the first one. Okay.
But
I like Christopher Lambert. I mean, I'm a huge Highlander fan. It would be interesting to see him in Mortal Kombat
as Raiden.
I would do if the new Mortal Kombat has a story, like if they could put a story mode around some of these, like they did with Injustice, because I watched all of the cutscenes from Injustice like a little mini movie, and that was kind of cool. With the gameplay footage spliced in between.
Well, there you go. Travis
replaced with James Remar in the second film. Okay, good to know. Thank you.
But that would be funny if you put Highlander in there and him as Raiden. Because, all purposes, he could pull his sword and behead you and pull like a full-on Highlander move, right?
He could get the quickening from Raiden's body.
Yeah. How cool would that be?
There can be only one.
Finish him.
That's awesome.
But that's not the only reveal we got. We also got our first look in photos and a trailer.
Oh, I watched
it. Karate Kid Legends.
I watched it. I almost wish I had the sound of that bell. If you have not watched this yet, I'm sure we've linked to it.
We've linked to it in the show notes.
Yeah, definitely check this out. I've been like really, really enjoying Cobra Kai, and I get none of the camp.
No.
In this. In fact, I'm quite interested in the setup here. Can we talk about that?
I think so. I love how Jackie Chan's character shows up, and Ralph Macchio's like, "Oh, did you know Mr. Miyagi?" He's like, "No, I'm here for."
Oh, no. I took it the other way. They definitely knew each other.
You think so?
Because he says, "I'm not here looking for Sensei Miyagi. I'm here looking for you." Right. I do believe that
there is a connection.
Their connection is Mr. Han and Miyagi, that they somehow know each other. But I just love the line that I can't remember the actor, the young performer's name, his character's name, but he basically
Ben Wang
tells
is the actor.
He tells Daniel, he says, "So and so means to me what you did to Mr. Miyagi." And so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm definitely intrigued. I've been a Karate Kid fan from the beginning. I've liked them all. Even the next Karate Kid, and even the Jaden Smith one was okay. I liked it. But I feel like this is the right This
The
feels
merging of
right.
the Miyagi-verse.
It feels right. But at the same time, this feels like an absolutely like a modern take. Some of the stunt work that it's clearly
The one where he swings off the
fire escape. Yeah.
and
I'm
then
like,
reverse kicks the
whoa,
guy.
that's
Come on.
gravity defying.
Mhm.
I'm thinking Daniel LaRusso is going to look, he will have the best martial arts of his cinematic career in this movie.
Probably.
I love it. Ah, Travis, I'll be that guy who likes Highlander 2. That movie is awesome. Okay, Travis, let me ask you, theatrical cut or Renegade cut? They're both equally awful, but Renegade cut at least tries to make amends for the worst theatrical cut. You know what the best part of that movie is? Michael Ironside.
He is pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
What's Gaz saying here?
Gaz is saying, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If you don't pull it and use it, it'll turn to rust.
A lot of plastic won't turn to rust, though. Come on now, Gaz.
But super cool trailer. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Definitely. Apparently Ming-Na Wen's going to be in it too.
Yeah, I think she's
Fennec Shand herself.
I think she's playing his mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know that they're doing a whole bunch of popcorn buckets and whatnot these days with movie.
Well, that seems to
tie-ins.
be the that's sort of the new collectible.
It is.
Yeah.
And Nosferatu has already announced their popcorn bucket will be
Nosferatu, the one that's coming out?
Yes.
Not the Doug Jones version that's out on Prime Video currently.
No, this is the Bill Skarsgård version.
Oh, right.
But they've already announced that the popcorn bucket is going to be his sarcophagus. And now, for the diehard fans,
okay,
you can actually buy a life-sized sarcophagus bed for around $20,000 US.
And this is oh wow, it's a replica of the Nosferatu.
It is a replica of the one used in the film.
Is this a licensed replica?
This is licensed.
Oh my!
I'm not sure how many they're going to make, but at $20,000 a pop, really.
You know, what are they making it out of? Are they making it out of wood? Is it metal? What is it? That looks metal to me, but
the base structure will be constructed of detailed carved wooden elements with a custom fit mattress and a foam lid easily removable for slumber. But the bed itself weighs 250 pounds.
Yeah.
It measures 97.75 inches in length, 36 inches across, and 46.5 deep.
Oh, it'll hold me.
Yeah.
What did you say the weight on that was again? 250 pounds.
Yeah.
So that's like seriously like casket weight, like legit. Wow.
But apparently it will also be available, or not available, I should say, but displayed in select theaters.
Yeah.
Because they want to put it on display, right?
Part of the marketing, for sure.
Exactly.
Sure. Will I be able to take a picture in it?
I don't know. They'll probably be having it roped off.
Yeah, of course they would. Yeah. That only makes sense.
Yeah. So for hardcore fans with $20,000 to spend.
Who doesn't want their own,
sarcophagus,
vampire sarcophagus in their house?
Well, yeah.
I mean, you as a Halloween guy, I could totally see this on
If I had the room, this would definitely.
This would be on your front lawn.
Well, not at $20,000, it wouldn't be, but yeah. Travis answers your question.
Oh, the theatrical cut. Ramirez monologue about not wasting your life before he dies is printed out on the wall at my work. Ha ha.
Nice.
I do like Ramirez, even though it's the funniest. It's as funny. Sean Connery playing an Egyptian Spaniard is as funny as Sean Connery playing a Russian sub-captain. But it's good.
Russian
Don't get me wrong.
British spy, he can be it all.
As hilarious as it is, it's good. Well, Zardoz, anybody? No, I do like Connery's performance in both of them. He does add weight to the whole thing, which is very popcorn. That looks like the two Morbius has in the lab in Morbius. Wow.
Maybe.
It's been a while since I've seen Morbius, so and I wasn't really running out to see it a second time after I watched it the first time.
No. But you remember we talked about the WWE former headquarters, Titan Towers?
It was up for sale.
Well, reportedly, it has sold in the last few days for $7.5 million.
Do we know who the new owners are?
I do not know who the new owners are.
Yeah.
But, They bought it for 7.5 mil, and I think that's kind of a bargain for this building, don't you
If
think?
those walls could speak.
Oh, they'd probably be taken to court.
Uh,
You're going to testify now, Wall.
There's a blacklight joke there somewhere, right?
It's like a Jackson Pollock painting in there.
Where's Vince's old office? I'm going to go through this with a blacklight.
Ew.
What? I'm only saying what everybody already knows.
I know. Red says they'd cut a promo.
Cut a promo, yeah.
Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
The real estate agent that sold it should have done that.
You would think so. Well, let me tell you something, brother. You know what happened right over here. But moving on, another OnlyFans page has started.
Oh dear.
This time by one of the stars of Red Dead Redemption.
Sorry, the video game.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's not what you think, though, because you know generally what OnlyFans is for.
No, I've never looked at it.
It's for corn.
Corn?
Corn.
It's for
Lots of
corn.
corn.
It's for corn.
But, and it's usually women.
Feet corn.
Could be all kinds of corn.
All right.
But apparently, actor John Marston has started his own page on OnlyFans. Well, John Marston from the game, acted out by Rob Wheatoff.
All right.
He started this OnlyFans page, but it is not a not safe for work one. Apparently, he's going to be doing workout videos.
No way.
Yeah.
So he's a fitness guy.
Yeah, so he's going to share his workout videos, and, you know, hopefully you work out along with him. But basically saying, if you guys follow, you're going to watch an old guy workout. That's all it is. My plan is to get ripped, though. You can do it with me if you want.
Oh, well, that's good. So, I mean, why not? I mean, I guess we do. We tend to think of OnlyFans as, you know,
very niche market.
Sure. And I mean, well, there is a market for anything. And this is just one more thing. I wish him well on this.
Mm-hmm. But some fans are questioning, like, Rob, do you know what OnlyFans is? And, you know, some
I forgot to tell you, I'll be doing those workouts naked.
Oh, that could happen. I guess. I don't know. But, you know, we'll see how he goes, and, you know, best of luck to him.
I'll leave my shoes on. I need some shoes and some fingerless gloves.
There you go.
If the walls could speak, they'd ask why someone stapled a Highlander 2 quote to them. Wait, Travis, you saying you worked in the Titan Sports building?
That'd be pretty cool.
That's cool.
I mean, it could be cool. Unless you crossed the boss.
And if you did, I want stories. I need stories. I need some dirt.
Zazel's here.
Zazel, hello, sir, from the land of Oz. I love Red Dead, but I don't live in it that much. No, I hear you. Like,
you'd have to love it a lot to go for that.
Yeah, I mean, if you really, really like, does that? No, I don't even want to suggest that, but it's almost like, is it stalkery? No, you're paying for it.
They're providing you
you're right.
an outlet to come view them for a price.
That's right. He's got a plan. He just needs more money.
Well, you know, if he wants to be the next Richard Simmons, right?
Oh.
Sweating to the Red Dead Redemption.
Sweating to the Red Dead. Sweating to the ponies.
There you go.
Does that make sense? Does that work?
I think so. You ride ponies in that game. And horses.
You do. That's true.
Yeah. Let's talk some toys, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
We got some toys this week. First up, coming out of the McFarlane Gate, we have the Wave 1 of Todd's Mods. And they are just like wickedly blown out of proportion figures.
Yeah, hyper stylized.
4.5-inch scale.
Oh, small.
So
okay.
They're not going to take up a lot of space on your shelf.
Non-posable, limited posability.
Limited posability.
Yeah, okay, I see that.
But the first wave features Bane, Batman, and Swamp Thing, which is kind of.
I mean, I see that Batman, and I immediately go, yeah, Dark Knight.
Yeah,
or Dark Knight Returns. Sorry.
Oddly enough, the Bane doesn't look too exaggerated.
Well, no, because he's already gigamungus
yeah.
to begin with. I mean, the Swamp Thing, for that matter. Sorry, Swamp Thing. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
I did say that right.
It's not Man Thing.
Right. I'm like, did I swap my Marvel DZ? No, I did not.
Good. You're safe.
Okay.
Oh,
Red Dead Feet Demption.
Terrible.
I love it. Haven't played a game in 10 years since Skate 3. This one's lost on me. I just know you can cut down trees.
I did not know. I haven't played Red Dead yet.
I played, which one did I play? Red Dead Revolver. That was the first one. Haven't played Redemption. Maybe I should. People are still playing it, and it's what?
Yeah.
One generation console
At least.
gone?
Yeah. So,
Or as I've heard it called, Grand Theft Horse.
Grand Theft Horse. Nice.
Grand Theft Horse.
So apparently these Todd's mods are available in-store and online now. So if you're looking for them, go out and find them. Next up, we have a first look at a 1/10 scale DC Direct resin statue based on the artwork by Gary Frank of Superman. And he's up and away.
Why is he blue?
I think it just might be a lighting.
Is that a lighting thing? Oh, okay, okay.
Artwork, but yeah, he is sporting.
Yeah, it's just muted all over, isn't he?
A bizarro blue tone.
Heck yeah. The red is still pretty vibrant, but everything else is a little muted, I guess.
A little bit. But,
I like the pose. I think that's cool.
Yeah, pre-orders for this one launched December 19th. So.
Nice.
Next up, the first wave of the UFC 7-inch posed figures are available now. We get Sean O'Malley, John Jones in this first slide here. But apparently they each come with a separate McFarlane Toys digital card to unlock a free digital version of the figure that you're going to look at once, maybe.
I still don't understand this whole...
The digital collector.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for me.
No.
And I don't know, like... I know it's the world we live in where that's kind of the way things are, but do you, like, and we're both toy guys too, right? So, like, do you foresee, like, because first of all, the kids today that don't play with action figures, that like I'm the video game guy, right?
Yeah.
Did they have any interest in the digital side of this? Do you think? They're not
see it.
They're not collecting action figures, so why would they want a digital version of that? I just don't see this as being a thing.
No, unless it's linked to a franchise or a game or something that they're playing.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna cross over to it. But
yeah, no, I hear you. Not for me.
But in addition to Sean O'Malley and John Jones, we also get Israel Adesanya and Conor McGregor. And
well, that's probably the one that's going to sell.
Yeah, because of the notoriety, right? But
yep.
Yeah. So UFC posed figures.
I mean, I'll be looking.
Statues.
I'll be interested to see these when they come out. But I'm definitely not. I'm not putting any money out for this.
No. What's Travis saying here?
I just think of that episode in Seinfeld with the bizarro versions of the characters, and there's a bizarro Superman figure in the apartment.
I don't know if I've seen that one, but I didn't follow it faithfully, so.
Yeah, I'm with you, Zazel. Meh.
There you go.
That's where I feel about it too.
Well, this next one I think will reach a wider audience, even though it's still a resin statue. 1/6 scale, based on The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, Rick Grimes.
Oh, this is based on his return to the show.
Yes.
Then. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Stands around 12.4 inches tall, and it is on a hand-numbered base.
So. God, that's a lot different looking than the last Rick Grimes that got a figure release.
There's Sean coming in here.
Pass on the digital. No, me too, Sean. I just I don't get it.
Give me a toy to hold on to.
I don't get it. It's not my thing.
And speaking of holding on to, still with McFarlane, this next one here is not bad. Spinning out of the Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong comic.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah. Batman versus Kong.
Wow. That is a severely I guess, is he supposed to be small?
Well, you get your 7-inch Batman.
Yeah.
And then it comes with a mini Batman that can fit in the fist of Kong.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it's not like he's actually fighting a proper scaled Kong.
This is just another case of your toys need a toy.
Yeah. But I mean, really, he's fighting like Mighty Joe Young as opposed to Kong.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, they're good looking figures.
You know, we've had a bunch of different licensors for King Kong over the years. And I think, you know, the Mezco stuff that came out fairly recently in support of the legendary movies. But this doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, this is supported by Legendary as well.
Yeah.
But again, it's spinning out of the comic book series. So.
Right. Well, yeah, Monsterverse branding right there.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad looking figure. However, I will pass on The Walking Dead. Never really cared for that show. Anyway, to me, the zombie thing is overdone. I'm not a horror guy. So, I got to live vicariously through Andy when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it's not my thing either.
Sean says, can't hang a digital figure on your wall.
No, you cannot.
You could print it out and hang it up, though.
You can't throw it at your sister.
No, you can't.
What do you got, Red? Say, oh, how much prep time to deal with Kong? Well, I mean,
If he uses the Bat computer, not much. He'll just use Bat AI and come up with a situation for it.
You think Bat AI is more or less susceptible to all of the other stuff that we fear out of AI?
It'll probably be Wayne Eye. But yeah, Batman, as I said, 7 inches, but the Kong is 12. So 12-inch Kong and a 3-inch mini Bat figure.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, if you're a Batman fan, first of all, let me ask: have we seen this Batman before?
I don't think we've seen this particular version.
It's tough to say yes or no
but
because
at
of
the same
how
time,
many there's
oh my
been.
God.
But so, like, it's, to me, on some level, it's a no, Todd Father, this is an unacceptable kaiju. Is it? Is it that bad?
I don't know. How tall was that Godzilla -1 last week? 12 inches?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a little longer tip to tail.
Oh yeah,
but,
it was like 14 or something long.
Yeah. So I mean, height wise, I think it was pretty close to 12.
There you go, Red.
Bat GPT.
There you go.
I mean, he could have just stayed on the Mobius chair,
He could have.
and then it wouldn't have mattered.
True. Well, when he was on there, he probably learned how to do it anyway. On the
Yeah,
off
but
chance you run into.
Did you remember all that? I mean, when you're kind of, I mean, that really is that everywhere, everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we got 3 Jokers.
If you're a Batman fan and a Kong fan, and you didn't have a Batman in your collection already, but you probably do, I mean, this is a weirdly convenient way to get both of these, characters into your collection.
But does this mean that eventually we're going to get a Godzilla and Superman?
That's a very good question. I mean, I was surprised when we saw that Godzilla last week that it was coming out of Super 7 and not NECA, because NECA had sort of been
on. They've been all over Godzilla.
Yeah. But NECA is not. NECA is under scrutiny right now. There's a lot of fan flack,
Outrage.
being hurled at them.
Where's my goddamn Vincent Price?
Not Kong. It's Mighty Joe Young.
But yeah, he comes with an
that.
alternate face, so he could be Happy Kong or Angry Kong.
Yeah, I mean, it could be one of the, like, let's just say he's right out of what is it?
He could be out of Gorilla City.
That's what I was gonna say.
Grodd.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say he's Grodd, but like,
No.
he could just be from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
you buy a few of these, you could army build and have Grodd up front.
yeah, that's an interesting idea at picking up multiples of these.
As big as he is, though, that's kind of a scary thought, because I did see the Superman Doomsday movie pack.
Yep.
And it clocked in at $100. So I'm guessing
This is going to be similar,
if not a bit more expensive,
because of the extra face and the mini bat.
Well, the extra height on the Kong figure too, right?
He is large. He's quite large.
Yeah. I mean, he's a mega fig in there, if anything.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're somewhere around 100 for sure.
Yeah. Josh saying.
With so many Batman figures coming out, it's only a matter of time before we get a Johnny Bravo Batman.
Yeah.
Anybody want to see me comb my hair real fast? I can't help it.
I like Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay. Still McFarlane. We got one more here. I know you are not a fan of this style, but
No.
Captain Carrot Glow in the Dark Edition Gold Label, exclusively available for pre-order at Amazon.
Whoa.
This is like our third Captain Carrot.
I was going to say, like, this is not new, and the same mold too.
Yeah, this is just glow in the dark.
Brogu
in the house.
Do you have my brother Grogu's figure? In my collection, I have
a couple.
I've got a couple very small ones. My wife has got a couple of varying sizes. So the answer is yes. Yes, we have Grogu's.
Nice.
Josh says, I would buy the heck out of a Johnny Bravo Batman. Does the hair protrude through the cowl?
Oh, Oh, it would have to.
Like the big pompadour right through the cowl. Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of glow in the dark figures. They're very niche, and I understand the appeal of them, but if it's not inherently like built in, like if that's not a thing that the character does, it's just a thing for me that I just don't care for. Oh, really? That Super 7 Godzilla -1 is not so good. Nowhere near the NECA standard, unfortunately. Wow, that's when you say the NECA standard, like you almost have to you almost have to quantify that, because like there's NECA sculpting, which is very, very good, and then there's NECA QC, which is all over the place and quite frankly can be absolutely abysmal. As I've snapped an alien ankle or two out of the box a few times. Also snapped a gargoyle arm. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and say sculpt-wise, that's what we're talking about, because NECA is top-notch sculpting.
Yeah.
It's almost reciprocal, though. Like, you almost go like, well, McFarlane sort of pioneered the hyper-realistic sculpts on the old Spawn stuff.
Well, the first couple waves of Spawns were more action figure-y.
Oh, yeah.
And then he got into his stylized, posed, limited movability figures.
And then NECA comes along and sort of it takes that same approach, but then just added all the articulation in.
But our Captain Carrot here, he comes with glow-in-the-dark paint deco, 4 extra hands, art card, and card display base. So if you're a Captain Carrot fan, maybe this is up your alley.
Not for me.
These next ones might be. We have a couple coming from the Transformers Missing Link line.
Oh, saw these earlier this week.
Yeah, the Takara Tomy Missing Link C05 Sunstreaker.
Yeah.
And then we also have another one here, but first we'll talk about him.
This is not Sunstreaker.
This would be Link C06 Cordon, the Ultimate G1 homage.
Cordon, yeah.
Yeah. So he transforms into a police car, comes with a speed trap gun, attachable punch hands, and a mini human police officer.
What I like about these, and I mean, I don't own the Missing Link Optimus. It's like redonkulously expensive, and I'm sure these will be as well. This is the G1 action figure you wanted as a kid, right? It is all of the G1 goodness with a little bit of articulation that we just didn't get. And I think it's a very interesting take. Like if you're collecting G1, these fit right in, and on a shelf probably wouldn't look any different if you put them in a museum pose. But pick it up, take it off the shelf, and play with it a little bit, and you can get some really dynamic poses out of these. Sorry, excuse me. Wow. Hiccups.
All good. But we do have him, and then as you said, this is not Sunstreaker, but this one.
Here we go. Mold Mate Sunstreaker.
Yeah.
Just a recolor.
So from a sleek sports car to robot mode, he comes with improved articulation, a mini human worker, and gun, extra hands.
It's funny, like just reminding you, like all the way back to 1984, and just recolors were they've always been a thing in toys, right?
Yeah.
Not for me. However, Sunstreaker, I need a modern Sunstreaker mold for my collection, because the one I currently have is bleh.
Bleh.
Yeah, it's a 2007 mold. I need a new one.
Brogu's saying,
I am such a Godzilla fan, and I don't have this figure yet. I suck.
Nah, you're just delayed. There's lots of good Godzilla figures out there. I mean, with all the, King of Monsters and all the legendary movies now, right?
I'm hoping that they take a swing at the animated series from the 80s, and we get I want a Godzilla and a Godzuki.
Nice.
Give me a Godzuki.
But switching over to NECA now. Sorry, I should say these two are up for pre-order now, wherever you pre-order your toys.
Hasbro Pulse, I would assume, for these ones.
believe so.
Yeah. And probably all the major e-tailers.
But switching over to NECA, we got a couple from them, including the Ghost Brothers 7-inch 3-pack from The Last Ronin.
I looked good and hard at these when I first saw these, and thought, man, I like the sculpts. The translucency of the thing, it's like these are obviously these are not for me. It's got a bunch of stuff that I don't like. They're translucent and they've got the cell shading thing going on. But that is the aesthetic from
Yeah.
where these are coming from.
Yeah,
So,
so if you're a fan of The Last Ronin and you want to complete your Last Ronin set, right, with all 4 brothers in one shot,
I feel like
you need these guys to round out Mikey.
This is the turtle equivalent to the Force Ghost.
Yes.
Force ghosts of your favorite Jedi.
Yep. I would say that's true.
But those molds are great. They look good.
Mm-hmm. I am wondering how much they borrowed from the actual Last Ronin figures they put out.
I don't know.
Because it doesn't look like there's too much variation body style between them.
Between the bodies. Maybe not. But I mean, well, that's a tough one. The base bucks might be the same. It just depends on like the stuff that's on top. Like are the wraps look like they are molded into the arms, so I don't see those as being like overlays, like a rubber thing. Maybe they are. I don't know. I'd need to hold one in hand to really know.
Yeah. But then sticking with that, based on the Mirage Comics version, we get the deluxe 7-inch scale Leatherhead. And he
looks pretty cool.
Looking gator.
He looks pretty cool.
What's Gaz saying here?
I named my last car Godzuki officially on the Ford website.
Nice.
You can name your cars? I mean, of course you can name your car. You can register the name of your car?
Apparently.
With the manufacturer?
Well, they want to know everything, right?
I guess, yeah.
Just look at the Expedition X where they go hunting down, where DeLorean kept retail records on, every car that ever existed
left,
and everywhere it ever went.
Yeah.
So
I feel that's kind of Big Brotherish.
Oh, absolutely. But,
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah. But our Leatherhead here stands around 7 inches tall, comes with 2 different heads with hinged jaws, articulated tail, interchangeable hands, and comes in collector-friendly packaging with original artwork by Kevin Eastman.
I don't think those foot soldiers are really...
I don't think they're happy to see him.
They're not having a good day.
No.
Look at the length, like the one where he's holding them upside down.
Yeah.
The length of the jaws on that thing, that's like head and shoulders in his mouth.
Mm-hmm. But apparently these are pre-sale available until December 30th while supplies last.
So you got a few days left. You got today is
the 17th.
17th. So still got a few days left to get in on that.
Mm-hmm. But that does bring us to the end of our toys. And no, I don't believe...
no Boonie Hat. No. Not from the Mirage days, I don't think.
No, that wasn't until the animated days, I believe.
Yeah. I meant to send it to you today. I did not. Did you see the other thing from McFarlane this week?
I'm gonna say no.
They did now that they've got that Chris Reeve Superman.
Yes.
They're doing a 77 comic version where he's cell shaded.
Okay.
Blech. Blech.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Blech. Can't help it.
What's Josh saying here?
When I bought my Scion, Toyota had a thing where if you register its name, they will send you a badge and a T-shirt. I named him Finn. Finn, that's cool. That's cool. We got shafted on Scion up here. They sold them at the Toyota dealership, but Scion did not get the same support in Canada that it did in the US. There was none of the aftermarket stuff that Scion dealerships offered in the States. Like anything aftermarket I had to do through a third party retailer.
Fair enough.
Which really sucked.
But that does bring us to the end of the toys, so it is time for our next section.
Oh, is it time?
It's time.
Oh my gosh, let me just find the button here on the machine. And I believe, here we go, time for...
Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Tonight.
Once again, Misheard Lyrics Weird Al Yankovic edition.
Yes. So our Weird Al Yankovic lyric this evening is as follows. They all live on donuts and moose meat.
Oh my. Remember, we are looking for the name of the song, and in this case, we are looking for the name of the Weird Al song. We'll give you the sound.
Well,
Wait.
we're looking for the original.
We want the
song.
original song.
So this is the parody lyric. We want the original song that this is parodied off of.
And I mean, presumably, if you know the original, then you know this one. but-
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's give you the 30-second sounder, and we'll check in after that. Booyah. We got Gaz coming in. It says, white and nerdy.
No, but
No,
that is
sir.
the lead track off the same album that this one came from.
Okay, so we're in the ballpark.
In the ballpark. Sean.
Living on the Edge. Isn't that an Aerosmith song?
That is an Aerosmith song, but Weird Al's parody,
Oh.
Living in the Fridge, did involve a lot of food things.
That's a very good guess then.
Mhm.
That's good, Sean. I never would have come up with that.
Oh, we got Josh coming in here. And
Oh,
apparently Josh
my
is just going to
God.
keep that streak alive.
Josh is like the musical savant, of course.
American Idiot by Green Day.
Yeah,
That's
and yeah, so just a reminder. Here's Weird Al's version. The lyric sounded like this. Oh, let me turn that up. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it is the parody of Green Day's American Idiot, and that sounded like... There you go.
So yeah, Canadian Idiot off the album Straight Outta Linwood was a parody of American Idiot off of their album from the same name. It was the original song was written under the presidency of George W. Bush.
Yep.
And it dealt with themes of fear and xenophobia. And the band basically accuses the mass media of using propaganda to stir up paranoia in the post 9/11 world.
No truth in that.
I know, eh?
No.
And that just seems to have continued. They trotted this song out again in, I believe, 2016 for the Donald Trump first campaign.
Yeah.
And then they brought it out again in just before Joe Biden switched in support of him.
Yep.
But neither time it worked, apparently. So
Canadian Idiot. That's
That is the
absolutely,
Weird Al
that is the one.
Yep.
Oh, guys, you're a man after my own heart. I love this song. Do you recognize this one? I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. Dun, 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 dun.
It's ringing a bell, but I can't place it.
Africa.
Oh, by Toto.
Toto. Yeah.
Well, that's not Kiri.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah,
We've moved on from Mr. We're now into Toto.
apparently. So
But I'm getting the theme. You know, Mr. repeated. Toto, it's just 2-2. It's repeated.
true.
Are we gonna have another band after that? What other bands repeat?
Gaga, Lady Gaga. I don't know.
All right, where are we going next?
Moving on though. Apparently, Sony is rumored to be weighing the sale of the IP Spider-Man back to Marvel Studios. So rumors are currently swirling about this because of what happened over this past
Yeah.
weekend, which we'll talk about in a second.
I tried to follow this one, and I couldn't find anything credible on this. I mean, it's all kind of speculation.
It is
at this
100%
point.
speculation
Yeah,
at this point,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
think that could be in everyone's best interest if
I
they
think-
just bite the bullet and sell it to Marvel.
I do think that there is a certain portion of the fan community that would clamor for this, and
I'm part of that.
I'm with you on that. I think, with the success of Marvel Studios, let's just let everything go home.
Yeah.
Although, I've not been, like I said, I haven't been jazzed for anything Marvel since the Infinity Saga. I mean, there's been a few things that have been okay, and some things that have been like, oh, I
Even,
really like this.
Even No Way Home?
No Way Home came up in my Facebook memories today.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it is my second favorite Marvel movie. And at one time it flip-flopped. It's No Way Home and Captain America: The Winter Soldier. They flip-flop back and forth as 1 and 2 in my MCU
Nice.
pantheon.
What's Red saying here?
I mean, following the flopping of Morbius, Venom, and the likely flop of Kraven, it's time to staunch the bleeding. Oh, Eric, did you not see the box office on Kraven over the weekend?
Well, if you did, we'll talk about that here. in a minute.
Hang on, because we're going to get to that.
Yeah, because that is something that is weighing heavily on this decision. So,
Josh says, I'm glad I just pulled in my garage when the lyrics came on. I missed it last week. Unfortunately, I heard it, but I was still at work.
oh,
Well, glad that you were able to play along tonight.
stupid adulting
You
gets
know.
in the way of everything.
Gaz says, what happened? Did something happen to the Kraven film? That thing was plastered all over Milan last week. Hang on, man.
Well,
Hang on.
that didn't help it any because its box office numbers over the weekend are not good.
No.
It has now crashed the record for the worst Sony Spider-Man debut, beating out Madam Web.
Yeah, with 11 million over the weekend. Just
Yeah,
awful.
An
Horrible.
opening weekend of 11 million. And opening at number 3, so it didn't topple Moana 2 or Wicked.
Oh, it wasn't gonna touch Moana.
Yeah.
Do we have the production budget to contrast that against?
I believe.
I don't imagine this was as effects laden as some of the other ones.
You would think that, but probably not because of the way they did the Rhino.
Is he 100% CG guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
of course
is.
he is. Yeah.
But yeah, it grossed 11 million over the 3-day domestic, and Madam Web pulled in 15.3 million. So,
Oh, wow. I feel bad, for the people who work on this stuff because
I know.
like pesky work always in the way. I don't believe that anybody sets out to make a trash fire.
No,
Like I really
no.
don't. And when it happens, unfortunately you have, and everybody's trying to do their best to promote the thing. And certainly actors are contractually obligated to do that as part of their
Even if
contracts.
they're going to get in trouble, like what's her face from
Wow.
Madam Web.
Right. And I think of, I think back to the Halle Berry and how polite and how pleasant and how, yeah, Catwoman. Yeah. And then 20 years later, reflecting on that was a trash fire,
It really was.
and she's admitted that.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can say when you're no longer under contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that was a trash fire. How bad is this one? Well, yeah,
Well,
it's
I mean, they've tied their own hands here because you're building a Spider-Man universe without
Spider-Man. Yeah. A Spider-Verse without Spider-Man isn't.
No. I mean, you've got all these great characters and everything, all the lore to pull from, but you can't touch half of it because, some of the rights are over here, some of the rights are over there. And the stuff you do have doesn't gel together properly without those extra components.
Giving Spider-Man or selling Spider-Man back to the to Marvel Studios outright just clears the way for a proper
Yeah. I mean,
Secret Wars.
You could do, proper Secret Wars.
That's
with
what
the
I mean.
black suit.
Yes.
Oh.
Hello, he's a fucking villain and you make him a hero. Hello, is this thing on?
Well, they say he's not a hero. He's an anti-hero.
Anti-hero, yeah.
So, along the same lines as the Punisher, but in this he goes after like poachers and bad gangsters, apparently.
Let's stop softening these characters and trying to make them into something that the bulk of the fan base, because the fan base that's going to see this are the comic book movie nerds.
Yeah. I want to see him square off against Spider-Man.
A lot of us have this sort of ingrained, we already know what the character's about. So when you fundamentally change them, looking at you, Morbius, it doesn't necessarily land very well.
No.
Now, I have not seen Kraven yet.
No, I've seen the first 7 minutes and it looked okay. But at the same time, he's in there doing, Spider-Man level acrobatics, climbing up walls.
We talked about that.
That's not him. He's not.
We talked
a high
about
flyer.
that 7-minute thing. And I said to you, I'm like, how bad is it that you've got to put out 7 minutes of your movie to try to entice an audience?
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like it was. Like, oh, we know that this is going to tank. So let's do our
best to try and
we've got to do damage control before the thing is out. Yeah. Never hate the people unless they earn it, but the product is imminently judgeable. Nah, man, cut the losses, sell it back to Daddy Disney, and give us proper Sinister Six straight up. Yeah, I'm for that.
Yeah.
I'm for it. Josh, I don't know what you do with your
Oh.
animals, man, but like it's
That
like
cat just brings you everything,
I guess it really loves you.
apparently.
Squirrels, snakes, whatever else it can get its teeth into.
Just trying to provide. Yeah, but apparently the Kraven budget was estimated to be between 110 and 130 million. So,
Oh,
it's got to earn at
okay.
least 275 to break even with all the promotion and everything else. But
Why 275?
well, because all your promotion,
Because that's now more than double.
yeah, but
Ooh.
they say half of it is the film and the other half is promotional material, marketing, right?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
if they're plastering everything in Milan, right? So
Here's the thing. I like Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah.
I think the guy.
he did good in Kick-Ass. He was good as
Yeah,
Quicksilver.
yeah. I liked him in Godzilla.
Yeah, even there.
So I just feel like the guy's getting the short end.
Mm.
Take better work, my friend. Take better work.
I mean, he's still trying to get that one breakout hero, I guess.
At some point, though, what do you do? Like, do you abandon that I'm not going to be an action hero, so maybe I better work on something else? I don't know.
Or just, petition for Kick-Ass 3.
Like,
Go back to the one that made you.
Kick-Ass is much older now.
Yeah, and now he's like Batman level.
I would be okay with that. That would be fun. Gaz, yeah, no one is trying to make a bad film. It's just the choices made to greenlight these projects are questionable.
I believe it's the higher-ups who have no concept of what the story or the character is.
Oh, man, it's all about shareholders.
Yeah.
It is
what is
all
going to make us the most money? Well,
all about
good
shareholders.
hunting action movie. Then don't make it Kraven. Just make it The Hunter.
Yeah, strip the comic bookiness out of it and just make it an action movie.
Yeah, make him I guess
We had that movie.
Eco-terrorist or something?
We had that movie once. It was called Surviving the Game.
Yes, with Ice-T.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. But this would be from the opposite thing where he hunts the hunters. So.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. But, we need heroes. We do need heroes. And this next one kind of doubles down on that. Because apparently, Sarah Michelle Gellar is now open to return for a Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot.
Why has she been opposed to this?
For now,
previously?
yeah, she's been like, shut the idea down, saying, we don't need to go back to it. But she's quoted as saying, we need those heroes, I think, more so than ever. And she's right.
Is that we need heroes, or is that I need a paycheck? I mean, I don't know, and I'm not. I don't want to suggest that it's anything other than what it is.
I think it could be both, because like the state of the world right now. Yes, we do need those heroes to turn to. We're kind of getting past that whole gritty, evil worldview.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's dark.
If we need those heroes, like there's on the horizon, right?
I hope so. Yeah, that's true.
That's a horrible whistle, by the way. I'm terribly sorry. I shouldn't have tried that.
That's okay. Really? I didn't know Tarzan was public domain.
Is he? Oh, but so is John Carter.
True.
John Carter. Same author. Right?
Because that last Tarzan movie was okay. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, the one with Margot Robbie. That Tarzan? Wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure Margot Robbie was in that one. But yes, I liked that one.
What's Travis saying here?
There's a clip of him escaping the prison, running through the snow, and I just imagined the Thing-style Kraven movie where a symbiote crashed in the snow and begins killing everyone. Oh,
that could be good.
That's an interesting hook.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a water moccasin. I got a little nervous, but it's just a garter snake. Oh, that's right. You do live in that part of the U.S., don't you?
You live in the accessible version for them.
Yeah. Not a cool thing. If we're reviving 90s television, give me a Xena reboot, please. With or without, does Lucy Lawless get a role in that as an older character?
I don't know. She's still looking pretty good.
She can look as good as she wants, but I mean, can she still?
I think she could still.
Can she still throw down?
I think so.
I agree, but can we have Christy Swanson play Buffy though? Yeah, going all the way back.
I don't know. I don't get me wrong. I like the movie, but I think Sarah Michelle pulled off better as the Slayer.
I mean, the show has far outstripped the film. Not to say that the film doesn't have some good moments.
Yeah. Especially like Pee Wee Herman.
Was that before or after the theater?
I think that was after the theater incident.
Theater. Okay. Well, at least he got a job.
Yeah. But to go back and say about paycheck for this, I don't think so, because she's on Dexter Original Sin, so she has work.
Oh, okay, that's good to know that. Well, I mean, and she did Rebels.
And she did the Scooby-Doo movies.
She did Rebels. Wait a second here. Wait a second.
Are we getting one?
What just happened? Did I just miss?
Uh-oh.
Never mind. It was an actual phone call. It wasn't a WhatsApp call.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
Yeah.
Can't put them on the air.
Was not a WhatsApp call. Okay.
Yeah. What's Red saying here?
Red says, if you want more Buffy, read the comics. They're good.
Yeah, they did continue with like a season 8, and I don't know how far they took it, but.
And Travis says, Kraven has to free a bunch of prisoners and figure out who's possessed by a symbiote. Then the climax is it crawls into a glacier and it resurrects a frozen mammoth. That would be epic.
Mammoth.
Aha.
There's been Venom, everything else. Like Venom 3 had the horse.
The venomized horse, yeah.
Yeah, in the comics, they did a Venom T-Rex. I know.
Was that in the Savage Land? Was that?
I don't know for sure, but they did show up. The Spider T-Rex showed up in into the Spider or across the Spiderverse. So
that's right.
Yeah. So this next one, I kept looking and looking and looking. I couldn't find a final price, but
is it over?
It is over.
Oh, it is. Okay,
and it did sell.
Let's look it up right now.
If you can find it, you're better than I.
It was Prop Store.
It was, but it says you got to log in to find the winning bid.
Oh,
I can't afford there. But anyway, the screen matched Imperial Stormtrooper helmet from the Jedi mind trick scene was put up for auction this past month, and it sold. Estimated that it would go for between 250,000 to 500,000 pounds. It was also put up alongside a Stormtrooper outfit and a blaster. Those two did not sell.
Nope.
No?
All the news I can find is basically when the helmet was revealed prior to the auction. But there is one here from the UK that says it was estimated to bring in 500,000 British pounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That's over $500,000 US. Man.
And it did sell. So I'm super curious as to how much it went for.
I did watch the video on the description of the helmet and how they screen matched it.
Mm.
It is mostly original, but there are some
recast pieces.
The ears are redone, yeah.
But still, it's a really awesome piece. Inside of it is
the actor's
scratched into it.
Yeah.
The name Harding, which is the stunt performer Reg Harding, who was wearing it at the time in the film.
That's cool. So, I think the eye lenses were reproduction as well.
Mm-hmm. But it was kind of weird looking at this auction just because of the array of stuff that was there. Like you had the 89 Batman suit, Yoda's cane, like original Macquarie artwork, and just goes on and on and on, like stuff from 300. And
it's almost worth going back once we get this out and taking a look. We did a short video on most expensive Star Wars
I'm
memorabilia.
How this one?
Yeah, I want to know where this one fits on the list.
Yeah, is it time for an update or?
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
no, it really is.
And again, if it did go for that much, that's crazy. But
yeah. Travis says, I remember how some of the troopers had a black visor arched above the eyes, and it looked so weird. And I couldn't figure out why. Yeah, it's 77, right? So there were some definite, I would call this an inconsistency.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was supposed to be that way, but yeah, it definitely narrows it down to who that trooper was.
Mm-hmm. But as you had mentioned before,
everybody needs a hero.
Yes, they do.
Oh.
And apparently, we are going to get our teaser trailer this Thursday,
December 19th.
Yes.
Yeah.
because it's basically been confirmed by a DC Studios photo of their lot where the Superman exclusive teaser trailer will be airing on December 19th at 5 a.m., I guess.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was.
They've also released the poster, which we have pictured here, and yeah, it's a poster.
Did you get both? Yeah. So I mean, obviously you did. We got the poster, which is a motion poster.
Mm-hmm.
So that
and you get a little hint of the soundtrack as
we
well.
think it might be the score. Now did you listen to it?
I did not.
I did. Gaz, have you listened to this? Because I need to know. For anybody out there watching, if you've watched the motion poster and if you've listened to the bit of score, do you hear those few notes of John Williams' score at the very end? Because I'm like, oh, that's very, very fitting. I thought it was quite nice. It reminded me a little bit of the Man of Steel score, like especially the stuff around Jor-El.
Yeah.
And also the Williams thing. I thought that's very, very nice.
And that's kind of in touch with the original name, Legacy, right?
Yeah.
You know, pay homage to that legacy. But
I have to say, I did see a thing today where people are already looking very, very microscopically at the suit. And remember when we first saw those set pictures and the suit looked kind of baggy?
A little bit.
It looks like they've digitally taken all that out. Yeah. And I why wouldn't they? Of course they would. I think, and I'm, as much as I was not a big fan of the oh my God, the Alex Ross, the logo,
the Kingdom Come.
The Kingdom Come logo. I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it as long as the movie and the character is true to the spirit of Superman. I can't lie, man. I'm a sucker for Superman, so I'm definitely looking forward to this.
Personally, I don't like the logo.
No,
it's far too much like the blue and red electrical Supermans from the late
kind
90s.
Of. Yeah, kind of. It is.
You know, I want a more curvature to my S.
I just wonder if this is the part of the new DCU.
Yes.
So, I mean, this could be just an early,
an early interpretation.
Sure. And maybe we will iterate to something a little bit more classic S Shield.
Maybe. Because like that was always, no, it's not an S. It's the character for Hope.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, here, buddy, it's an S.
Yep.
Travis, as a kid, I found a Boba Fett figure in a basement and was told that I could keep it. I broke its head off reenacting Jango's death scene, realized later it's a first edition 78 Boba. That's unfortunate.
That sucks.
That's really unfortunate. It's the logo that he wore in Kingdom Come. Yeah, absolutely.
Kingdom Come was backed by black, though.
Yeah, I think so.
If I'm remembering right, but I might not be. Who knows anymore?
Let me just, you know what? I'll just use my machine here.
But regardless,
Superman Kingdom Come. Yeah, it is.
It is.
We've got the, there it is. Yeah, it's definitely black.
Okay.
And so is the Brandon's iteration of that suit as well from the Arrowverse. But yeah, for anybody who hasn't seen it in a little while, there it is.
Yeah, it's set to hit theaters July 11th, 2025. So
I'm probably going to be there for this one.
Probably.
Can't help it.
Yep. But we got some history for you.
Oh, lay it on me, man.
So on this day in history, in 1945, Ghostbuster Ernie Hudson was born. He's looking pretty good as old as he is, right?
He's looking pretty jacked in that picture.
I don't know what he's been into to keep so youthful, but anyway. On this day in 1958, the Chipmunk song by Alvin and the Chipmunks was released.
Oh.
So we got our first taste of the Chipmunks.
Like the Christmas song?
The Christmas song.
Christmas.
Don't be late. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Roth's Superman in the Arrowverse was the Kingdom Come Soups. Yes, that is correct. Yep. At Joe Fan, I still have the figure minus the head, and I hope that someday the anecdotal value will make it worth something.
Absolutely. That's a memory that you can't
yeah.
replicate, right?
Oh, Ernie Hudson was my favorite Ghostbuster. As long as there's a steady paycheck involved, I'll believe anything you say.
This is definitely not worth 11.5 a year.
Oh,
Josh hates the Chipmunk song. Oh, the Chipmunks though. The Chipmunks.
We're the Chipmunks.
Yeah. But moving along, on this day in 1989, The Simpsons debuted with their own Christmas special on Fox.
You mean the first of many?
The first of many. This was the first episode of their ongoing series, making the leap from the Tracy Ullman Show.
Wait. The show started with a Christmas episode?
It did.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Simpsons roasting on an open fire.
Wow.
Yep. And then on this day in 2010, Tron Legacy opened in theaters. So there you go.
I love this movie. I love this movie maybe more than anybody has a right to. It's my number one favorite movie soundtrack. Like to listen to front to back. It's amazing. And I cannot wait for Tron Ares to come out. And I really, really hope that they don't abandon everything that they set up in Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Disney, don't disappoint me. I know Tron is this weird property for them, but God, yeah, Legacy was good. Great little history blurb, by the way. Thank you very much for that.
I'm just trying to find the comment from earlier here.
Yeah, talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, what's up? I can't find it. But anyway, we were talking about Clayface being the standout character.
Oh, yeah.
In Harley Quinn.
Sure. Yes, looking forward to the next Tron.
I hate Jello.
There's
always room for Jello.
Yep. We got the tools. We got the talent.
I love this town. But yeah, Clayface. Earlier we mentioned, but the new news is Mike Flanagan apparently pitched a Clayface movie based on the villain a bunch of years ago, and there's some traction on it because we now have a release date for it.
Really?
Yeah. So DC Studios has officially greenlit the project and set a release date of September 11th, 2026, right after the release of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow in June of that year on the 26th. So I'm not sure how they're going to play this off. If it's going to be like perfectly tied to the Batman universe as it should be.
I mean, this is DCU, so I mean, we get what's the tentative release date on this?
September 11th, 2026.
26.
Years off, but
so we've got quite a few projects between now and then to start building the connective tissue, right? Mm. So I don't know. I don't know if maybe we're too far out to speculate. Like again, when you start, we just talked about this with Kraven. You're going to make a movie about the villain. Is he going to be a villain?
I think this is a good choice because, originally back in 2021, Flanagan had tweeted out an idea that he'd be interested in tackling a shape-shifting villain through a horror tragedy angle. Yeah. And that's Clayface all over it, right? Especially like the animated version. Yeah. Feet of Clay is still amazing.
I feel like, there is some hope here in the sense that, that first Joker movie, the Joaquin Phoenix movie, was like nobody expected that.
No.
And it did really well. Same thing. This Penguin Max series, the Penguin's still the Penguin. They're not trying to make him anything else other than what he is. If you can do that with Clayface and do it in a clever way that's engaging to audiences that maybe are not necessarily steeped in the Bat family, this could be a successful movie.
Mm-hmm. Like they say, the Matt Hagen version is probably the most notable version of him.
Yeah.
As that was the one they featured in the animated series, voiced by Ron Perlman.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But, I guess Flanagan has, he's done a lot of horror films like Dr. Sleep, Hush, the Haunting series.
Well, I mean, that if you're getting a horror guy,
I know.
you know where this is kind of,
Yeah.
you know what you get with that, right? But that's not really out of the question for this
No.
character.
No, I mean, even if you just straight adapted the Feet of Clay episodes,
Yeah.
I mean, it's got all your tragedy and horror elements right there.
Right.
But what's Travis saying here?
If Robin Williams were still with us, I would have liked to have seen him do a ventriloquist spin-off movie
That would have been awesome.
where he's a crazy guy who's taken over by his own mafia doll.
Yeah, he would have actually been a really good fit for the ventriloquist.
Well, along that lines, what about Toy Man?
Yeah, a little bit there.
Yeah.
I mean, he did that one movie, The Toy. What was it? There was something toy related. I remember the poster. He's in a red derby hat.
Oh, Robots?
No, this was a live action.
Oh, okay. He was in Robots too, though, wasn't
Yes,
he?
he was. He was the friendly, hobo robot that took him
The
to beat the giant,
A friendly hobo.
the giant behind lady. But
Robin Williams toy movie. Oh, it was called Toys.
That's the
Go
That's the
figure.
one.
It was called Toys.
yeah,
A high-tech toy factory falls into the hands of an army general who turns the models into killing machines.
that's right.
Well, that seems a little bit unnerving, doesn't it?
A little bit. Travis says, demonic toys? No, but that's a good one too. Red says, I still say the fan trailer that cast Robin as Hugo Strange was on point. I don't think I've seen that one.
Nope, I definitely missed out on that.
There's another untapped villain, right?
Yeah.
But
I was thinking of evil toy movies.
well, you got Doll Man, Puppet Master, demonic toys, and then all the crossover ones. And yeah, anyway. Again, for folks with a lot of money to spend, apparently Stan Lee's Los Angeles home is currently listed for sale at $8.8 million.
Oh, right. Are we going to talk about the statues?
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay. Because that, to me, that's the more interesting thing, and still out of my price range, but yet maybe attainable.
Maybe. But apparently, the property includes 3 Tobey Maguire Spider-Man statues, each signed by Stan Lee. Now, they can be bought with the property, or they can be bought aside from the property.
Right.
So, if you got money to burn, maybe you can throw in for one of these statues.
I mean, I've been over to your studio and I've seen your life size
The
Silver Surfer. Would that not make a cool companion
Oh,
piece?
Yes, it would.
Oh, only 8.8 million. That's lunch money.
Well, yeah. But what that gets you, along with those 3 statues, is 5,285 square feet of home, situated on half an acre, 3 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, interior accents which include a movie theater, sauna, pool, spa, cabana, and a spacious master bedroom.
I'm a sucker for an awesome home theater setup.
And it's Stan Lee's house, so you'll find like Stan Lee residuals everywhere. Hopefully not on the walls like the Titan Towers.
I just want one of the hair pieces. I just want a hair piece. DC just cut the BS with these Batman villain movies and just make a Red Hood film. Yeah, what's the closest we've gotten so far? I guess it'd be
The animated Batman.
Yeah,
and Red
yeah.
Hood.
They did a Red Hood arc on Titans.
Yes.
I didn't really care for it.
Mm.
I didn't care. I actually didn't care for the characterization of Jason Todd or Dick Grayson for that matter. I thought they should have been flipped, to be honest. There was a Spidey statue just like those in one of my dentist's offices, and I always wanted it.
I wonder if they mass produced them and Stan Lee just kept the best 3.
They were probably promotional items
Oh,
for,
probably.
for the film.
Yeah.
Do they all look like they're doing that? They're all in the same pose.
No, the one he's kind of thwipping down, the other he's thwipping
But it's like
similar, and then
right
up,
leg
it's
back,
like
left
up.
leg forward. Now, mind you, maybe the arms
Maybe
are
the
somewhat
arms are
posable.
posable.
Yeah, maybe.
That'd be cool. But what's Gaz saying here?
I bet that director's cut of that 89 Captain America film is in there.
Maybe. But moving on here. Good news for fans of Malcolm in the Middle.
Not me.
No?
No.
Well, a revival has been announced with the original cast members returning to reprise their roles. And yeah, Disney Plus has ordered 4 episodes already. So it's not a lot of faith in it, but it's better than nothing.
He's an interesting guy, you know, like I've seen him guest on other shows, and I mean, like he leans into that, you know, that's kind of the reason why they have him on other shows, is to like talk about or make fun of, if you will. But good for him and good for them. Josh says, my childhood dentist had a Super Nintendo with a Star Fox on it, and he had a stuffed fox that he dressed as Star Fox. It was neat. When you say stuffed, do you mean like plush toy or do you mean like taxidermy?
Either one would be cool.
Oh, taxidermy. Fox McCloud. Oh, boy. Malcolm in the middle aged.
Yeah. Well, apparently the log line for the upcoming series is as follows. Malcolm and his daughter are drawn into the family's chaos when Hal and Lois demand his presence for their 40th wedding anniversary party. So, you know, chances are it doesn't have to be like a continuing ongoing.
No, yeah,
just like a little 4-episode revival series, right?
It's like the vacation reboot, right? Like,
yeah.
Everybody's all grown up now.
Yep. There you go. It was a plush.
Plush. Okay.
I kind of want to see a taxidermy one.
Taxidermied Star Fox.
That'd be cool.
There was something weirdly funny about imagining them all as adults now, and their dad is still in his underwear.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dad.
Well, he's in his underwear making meth. Why not?
That's funny. That's funny.
Your dad grew up to be Walter White.
Pants.
He'd pants new.
My dad was always in his underwear. Drove me nuts. That's funny. My dad did the same thing too. Tidy whities at that, right? So
my dad didn't. It was red track pants for my dad, which drove my mom nuts.
Oh yeah.
Still does.
Because he still wears them?
He tries to.
The same red pants?
No, I think he's on a replacement set at this point. But
it's funny how we develop attachments to, right?
Yeah. This next one's kind of weird because apparently Japanese crime syndicates are reportedly laundering money using Pokemon cards.
Okay. Yeah. Why not? I mean,
yeah,
they're big money.
A former head of the crime syndicate told, I'm going to butcher this, I'm sorry.
Shukengandai
online, translated by Automaton, that his organization used Pokemons as a means of transporting stolen money abroad. So the cards being, you know, as the size they are, holding value, they could be transported, sold everywhere. But the record holder for the most expensive card, as you know, is that Charmander for $5 million.
Yeah.
But what they're doing is using the expensive cards basically as a laundering mechanism. So, you know, instead of transporting, you know, cash across, they're sending
buy the card,
this card worth this much.
Yeah. And then sell it when you get to where you're going.
Yep.
Easily done. Done.
But apparently they're using advanced metal detectors that are able to pick up from the outside of the pack some of these like really expensive foil ones.
Yeah.
So they're buying in bulk, using illegally obtained cash, open everything with value, and then resell all the remaining ones at cost on top of the ones that they're smuggling out.
Right.
So it's creative, you know?
I'm sorry, go back up. Stop right there. I just noticed. Red says, he says, Team Rocket blasts off again, which is hilarious because the article cites perhaps inspired by Team Rocket. Pokemon cards and crime have long gone hand in hand.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Gaz also says, well, if we're reuniting old shows, can we get a TJ Hooker reunion? I don't know. Could we? Are they all still alive?
Shatner is. Heather Locklear is. Would you really want that though? Like for real? Would you really want a TJ Hooker reunion?
Not me, but Gaz might.
I don't know. I don't think so. That's one I think can stay firmly
Stay done.
where it rested. Yeah.
What's Travis saying here?
My dad was a hairy dude and was always in his tighty whities, running past the TV like the Bigfoot footage while I was trying to watch Dragon Tales.
Nice.
Dad, pants. Just like there isn't gambling, so they play for products and then sell them to a shop for cash. Yep.
Yeah.
Can't count out how many times that he would be perched like Spider-Man in his underwear in the corner of a couch. Reese's in one hand, Bud in the other, and ripping the nastiest farts known to man. That sounds like me. That sounds like me. I'm at that age. I'd do that.
Josh says, same Travis. My dad's very hairy, and I am too.
Chocolate and beer. That's a great combo.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Dad didn't drink, but those farts were awful. There is nothing worse than a dad fart.
Yeah.
I mean, except for maybe like a dog fart.
Yes.
Damn straight. And while we're at it, Simon and Simon won too. Well, are both of them?
I could go without either, but
God, are they still alive?
I don't know.
I thought we lost one of the brothers. He was the general in the A-Team movie.
Oh,
I can't think of his name.
damn. All I remember is Rampage Jackson
Yep. Yeah, he was in that too.
as BA.
Great casting, by the way.
Yes.
It was a great casting.
But yeah. Back to the Pokemon thing. I guess an independent gaming store in Minnesota. They had around $250,000 worth of Pokemon merch stolen in February of 2022, and a month later, in Tokyo, a man was arrested for allegedly launching a literal heist in order to steal the cards. So, I mean, it's like an international thing at this point, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Making the most of a bad situation. A
Trade-
trading card shop in California also posted a video of thieves who stole 35,000 Pokemon cards from them in January 24 and mocked them for not knowing what to take.
So chances are they just smashed and grabbed
Smash and grab, yeah.
instead of going for the expensive binders that are hidden behind the counter.
Yeah. You took all the like dollar cards.
Yeah. Take all the commons. This next one, I know you love it, but apparently Skibbity Toilet is coming to Fortnite. So they tweeted out earlier today a toilet emoji, a plunger emoji, and a camera emoji citing the date 12/18/24. And
What? That
tomorrow.
is tomorrow, yeah.
So we're going to get an answer to this real quick, but Epic Games has seemingly confirmed the leak that Skibbity Toilet skins will be coming to Fortnite. So
No.
just get used to it. They're going to dominate the world here.
No. Awful.
Yeah, but I guess rumors started to appear today when a leaker, Bush FNBR, reported on X that the skin for a plunger man with a Lego-style Skibbity backpack and a separate Skibbity toilet backpack.
Okay,
And,
that's different then. If you're putting accessories on characters, that's one thing.
Well,
But if there's like a playable toilet,
oh yeah,
No.
you're gonna have to.
like honestly, like I know we've talked about these things before, and I know that it's grown into this weird, strangely
It's
bizarre
snowballed
phenomenon,
into-
but
yeah.
I just feel dumber for looking at this. I do.
It is. It's a kind of ridiculous concept, but it has evolved into like a very interesting kaiju YouTube series. And
Yeah.
like the guy who created it, Alexei Gerasimov, he just keeps building on it, and every installment, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
We're at the point now where it is the Christmas season, the
Yeah.
holiday season. So
And
for those of you who are out doing your shopping,
You're gonna see these Skibbity toilets. on
I
the
saw
shelves.
the end cap in our local Walmart
Mhm.
just earlier this week, over the weekend actually, and thought, oh my God, it's real.
It's totally real.
Really pushing that toilet thing. Yeah, we've taken toilet humor to a whole new level.
Absolutely. But
Oh, my local Walmart always has packaging from stolen Pokemon cards in the bathroom trash cans, along with soiled underpants. Yeah.
that sounds shitty.
Oh man, Skippity Toilet should be in Toy Story 5. Bonnie's obsessed with his videos, the other toys being neglected. Then they all find unsold Skippity Toilet toys in a warehouse.
At the price
Oh
point, that
boy,
could happen. The ones that are showing up are apparently $90.
the big toilet,
The big toilet, yeah.
except that one that I showed you that I saw at Winners.
Yeah, Winners actually had them on for
Yeah,
significantly cheaper.
and before
they hit mainstream,
which I thought was really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wonder if they had come like from a shipment from the States,
It
maybe
could be.
like a damaged, like fall off a truck kind of thing.
Maybe.
Josh says, "So glad my son thinks those toilets are dumb."
I was walking through Giant Tiger the other day, and they're there. Not the big ones, but the smaller plush and the individual figures. So, I mean, he is doing well marketing and whatnot now.
I
so.
guess so. I mean, probably taking a royalty on it, I would imagine. Imagine that toilet coming to life and realizing it's a decapitated head in the toilet and won't stop flipping out. No,
So all it does
I would
is
rather
sing
not.
Skibbity bop bop.
Please tell me you have something else to cleanse my brain of this.
Well, this will cleanse your brain.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, they are a dump and dumb.
But anyway, a new trailer has rolled out for a new movie that will be coming to streaming on January 24th.
Oh yeah.
Star Trek Section 31.
Wasn't sure if this was going to be a theatrical release or not, and now we know 100%
it's going to be streaming exclusively on Paramount.
That looks like Common standing there amongst our cast. That's pretty cool.
Very well could be. But apparently Michelle Yeoh will be reprising her role from Star Trek Discovery.
Yep.
As Emperor
Philippa. Yeah, Philippa Georgia.
And she will be joining a secret division of Starfleet tasked with protecting the United Federation of Planets. And she must also face up to the crap she's done in the past.
There was another Section 31 thing that just came out yesterday or today.
Was it?
Yeah. Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Is joining the cast as one of the members of the bridge crew.
Neat.
Is she an actor?
She's a wrestler.
I know, but has she done other things other than pro wrestling?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
She's Irish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's announced
Irish
it.
Lass kicker.
Yeah, she announced it on her social media that she's joining the cast.
Yeah, because I know she's taking a break from wrestling right now.
Yeah, it was something like, where else do you go? It was sort of like when you're at the top of pro wrestling, where do you go? And then it's like you go to space. And she's like, I'm super excited to be joining the cast of Section 31 as part of the bridge crew. And I'm like, well, shit, cool.
Josh says merchandising is where the real money is made. Agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is why, we all know.
Stupid Hawk to a coin sold out quick and then tanked.
We all know George Lucas sold his soul to the devil for his merchandising skills.
Yeah. Josh says,
got bored with Discovery. I stuck with it right to the end, but I got to tell you, like season 2 was the high water mark and it just went successively downhill from there. But honestly, Strange New Worlds has been the most refreshing thing in Star Trek since the 2009 J.J. Abrams film, and it's quite literally the best Star Trek on television. Can't wait for the new season to start. Why does Skibbity look like Nick Cage gave himself the Joker smile? I thought the same thing.
Well, if you guys are both thinking it, then hey, what's your face? Transformer guy. Oh,
Michael Bay?
That's that. Thank you, Michael Bay. Take note. There's your guy if you're going to cast him for the movie. Nicolas Cage as the Skibbity Toilet.
The Skibbity Toilet. Oh my God.
Just imagine that.
Oh.
Because he does good crazy.
No.
Yes.
That's all I can say. I'll tell you what. Where is it?
Find the controls that extend the bridge.
It gets one of those.
Oh, I can't believe we missed that. And sorry, we didn't pick up on that, Josh. But he's right. Merchandising.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So we have linked to the trailer in the show notes for Star Wars. Wrong one. That's Sunday night.
That's tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Skeleton Crew tonight.
Yes.
Yep.
But our review is Sunday.
That's true.
But yeah, Star Trek Section 31. Go check out the trailer. It looks pretty good. And yeah, So this
Do you
next-
know anything about this?
No,
Are you a Star Trek fan at all?
I'm a passive one. Like,
Do you know who this character is? Philippa Georgiou?
No.
She's like,
She bad?
she's from the alternate universe,
So what?
the
she
mirror
Just,
universe.
she just crossed over.
They brought her over from the mirror universe, and now she's like working for the Federation. It's like she's a super cool character.
So does she have a doppelganger in this universe?
Yeah, but she's dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I
she's
guess that
dead.
works. So
Yeah.
she Rick and Morty'd the place.
Well, I mean, in the mirror universe, she was like the Empress. Yeah, she was like the Empress of like the mirror universe. Super cool. It would take me more time to explain this than we have.
I think I figured out how to call, fellas. Is it too late?
No,
we're still talking about stuff.
no,
It's
man,
definitely
no.
not too late.
I have the phone in hand. I'll make sure that everything is tickety boo here to go.
Yeah, but in the meantime, good news for Canadian folk here. We are getting a new $5 bill.
I did see this. This
And
one
this
made
is
me
pretty
smile.
cool.
Did we
because-
not take a vote on this? Was there not
know
like a
what?
nationwide vote?
I don't remember, honestly.
I thought there was.
But yeah, Canadian icon Terry Fox will be on our
Yeah,
$5 bill.
Terry Fox, who in spirit has raised more money for cancer research than I think anybody in the
Yeah.
country.
I mean, the kids still do Terry Fox runs annually to raise money. And, you know, it's fitting. I mean, the guy's a Canadian hero.
Oh, absolutely. And then there was some talk because currently on the $5 bill,
Wilfrid Laurier.
the
so-
first Canadian Prime Minister,
Yeah.
Wilfrid Laurier, is going to be moving over to a future version of the $50 bill.
Yeah.
But yeah, Terry Fox on Canadian money, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. So, I mean, if that's the actual bill that we're going to be getting, that's pretty cool.
It's interesting that we're going back to another one of
The vertical
those.
ones, right?
Yeah,
Because
which
they did that with the 10.
Yep.
And I can see them following suit for all the rest. But
I know it's weird, for all of our international friends to be watching this. Maybe not so much for the European Union where there's lots of different colors in the money, but yeah, it's not all green up here.
no, only the 20s are green.
It's our funny socialist monopoly money.
They all use that monopoly money.
Was that also Canadian Idiot?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so that's
That one almost looks like it's made of paper too,
a little.
but it does have the transparent hologram in it. So
So we are.
I think this is cool. And I mean, do we know when they're going to be rolling out?
I do not know when they're going to roll out for
I'm sure it'll be soon.
but I would think so. Yeah, 'cause
It'll be
if
soon
They
enough.
announce it. It'll probably be with the 2025.
Why?
balance of
What?
currency.
We have a telephone call. Let's go to the phone line and see who it is. Hi, you're on Fandom Power.
Hey, this is Joe Fan.
Hey, Josh, Joe Fan. How are things?
I'm well.
Well, it's good to
Let me
good to
turn the
hear you.
TV down.
I was going to
Probably
say,
turn
yeah,
it up.
if you want to turn down your whatever you're watching on, because the echo is kind of weird. But
All good though.
we are talking.
Alrighty, well,
We are presently talking about the face of the new Canadian $5 bill, cancer research legend Terry Fox, who died of cancer at just age 22 back in 1981.
Mm-hmm.
so young.
Yeah, very, very young. He ran something like, what,
42 kilometers.
42
daily
kilometers every day.
on his prosthetic.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just thinking that leg looks prosthetic.
For sure it is, for sure. Well, my friend, the line is yours. What did you want to talk about?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I didn't have anything in mind particular. I just been meaning to call y'all for a while. and
Oh,
just
that's
say
great.
hello.
Well, we absolutely appreciate that.
Mhm.
There's nothing better than being able to interact with fans of our show in real time. And there's nothing more real than a live telephone call.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely correct.
By the way, the whole skibbity toilet thing, thank God your son has no interest in this.
Indeed, he's. I asked him a couple of times about it, and he just said, He said, I think it's really dumb, and I said, thank heavens.
Admittedly, the first few were pretty dumb. Like they were just, throwaway ones. But by the time you got to episode 7, that's when they really started to ground it in their whole.
I was gonna
lore.
say you did say that it had evolved.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it
I have actually never
continues.
heard of it or seen it until we were at Walmart one night, and I just looked over and I said, "What the heck is that?" And he had to kind of fill me in on it, what it is, and I'm like, "Oh, I was like, that sounds dumb." And he goes, "It is. I don't like it."
We were I was out one day and I had seen the thing in a winter store up here where we live, and I'd sent a picture to Andy and I'm like, well, if they scaled these a little bit differently, we could have toilets for our action figures.
Yeah, I mean, technically they could scale well, maybe with
Yeah.
the classified
Yeah,
scale,
yeah. Because
or maybe even the 12-inch scale.
all the toy photographers are like, never thought about that one before.
Yeah.
Robot Chicken did though. Come on. Now.
Oh, well, yeah.
Robot
course they
Chicken's
did.
done
Of course they did.
multiple toilet skits.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So are you fellas all set for Christmas?
I have to be honest. I was done my Christmas shopping because of the Canada Post strike. We had a
Yeah,
really
I was
bizarre.
wondering how that was
Well,
affecting y'all.
the federal labor minister ordered Canada Post to go back to work. They went back to work today. They've extended the terms of their current contract until May, and apparently they'll come back to the table then. So Canada Post went back to work today, which means everybody that I was like,
Good.
well, I can't mail anything. Well, now I can. So I once again, I'm
Well,
no longer done my Christmas shopping because now I can mail stuff.
Yeah, but there's no
I
chance it's
hear
going to
you.
get through in time.
Absolutely not.
No,
But
no,
you
but-
never know.
Just considering the backlog that is reportedly sitting there.
No, that is
Yeah.
true. But again, I'm in a bunch of toy groups, and I saw on one of the domestic groups here a package, and the caption was, "Wow, they don't mess around." So somebody who was waiting for something was probably already in the system when they
Oh, yeah.
went on strike. But things are moving again. So
Well, that's good to hear. I kind of keep up with current events and things, and
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, good news. Now we can finally send you your stickers.
that's right. That you've been
Yeah,
patiently
well,
waiting for.
no, you don't ever have to send me anything, y'all. I just enjoy playing.
Well,
It's
that's good.
fun.
And we enjoy doing this. It's always nice to again, it's nice to be able to do this.
Yeah, I feel bad because I feel like I have an unfair advantage because again, I
Because you're a
gear
musical
stuff.
savant.
And also I forgot to mention my dad's also in a band.
Oh,
Is he in
So a
a
lot of that stuff I've heard.
is your dad in a rock and roll band by chance?
He does a little bit of everything.
Oh wow.
He's rock. It's mostly he does like Christian contemporary
Cool.
and or kind of like Christian bluegrass.
So
That's
he
the
could
only way
like
I can describe
he
it.
could literally be the wedding singer.
yeah.
Yeah, he's done a lot of weddings, and unfortunately, some members of his band recently passed away. And I
Aw.
mean, they were just he's 75, and they were in their 80s. And
Gotcha.
So, you know,
But music is one of
when
those
I was
things. Music is one of those things that like it just
It brings people together.
yeah, I've seen it in the veteran community where some of the older like the World War II and Korean vets that are like wheelchair bound, you get them in a social setting and you start playing the music of their youth, and to see these people just come alive.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he performs for some of the local nursing homes, and they just to see their faces light up when he plays something from the
Yeah.
50s, 60s, and stuff. They go crazy over it. That's when
Mm.
they were all teenagers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm experiencing that now. Like I turned 50 this year and I'm still going back to the music of my youth. Now, mind you, I'm also still listening to like newer music when I discover something that resonates with me, but I find that each year there's less of that and I still go back to the stuff I was listening to when I was 17 years old,
Mm-hmm.
Same. I was a teenager in the early 2000s. If you're turning 50, I'm 9 years behind you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be 41 this coming up year, but I graduated in 04.
Yeah.
Sorry, the cats are playing in the background. If y'all
Right,
hear any
right. Oh
racket.
yeah, no, that's all right. Travis Mitchell on YouTube says, I didn't think Michael Bay was actually doing a Skippity Toilet movie until just now. That's insane. Oh, well, actually, Andy was suggesting that would be funny.
Yeah, I think we talked
That would
about
be
it a
funny.
few
Is that a
weeks
is that a
back.
possible thing?
I think it was a rumor floating around at one point.
Oh my god. I
You
I
big
can't do it.
explosions,
I
right?
can't do it. Yeah, and you know what?
I,
Shitters
I
fall.
hope not.
That's all I can think of, right? Skibbity Toilet movie directed by
Randy Quaid.
yeah, Shitters
Randy
fall.
Quaid.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, yeah.
I really hope they don't. That would be just awful. I mean, of course, there's all so much stuff that's coming out now. They're making. It seems like anybody that has any kind of idea, they'll make a movie out of it. I mean, that makes
Mhm.
Sharknado a thing.
I mean,
Oh, six sequels too, or 5 or 6 sequels.
Yeah,
I look at
6, I
like
believe.
a lot of the filmmakers today are the same age that I am. So like this is why like some of my favorite franchises are, well, they're either suffering really badly or they're performing very, very well because the people that are my age are now making them. And I think a lot of us sort of have the same sort of feelings about those things.
Hmm.
Oh, Travis, I'm 27 and some of the music of my youth is embarrassing.
Yeah,
What is it? WAP?
Oh my god.
That's embarrassing.
I
Yeah.
hate that song.
Didn't that win some crazy award or something?
I don't know.
A Grammy or something like that.
Oh dear.
I thought it
Oh
was
dear.
crazy that WAP was like #1 song, but they were trying to ban "Baby It's Cold Outside" Christmas song.
Yeah, isn't that
I'm
just
like, really?
bizarre?
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
That's the reflection
Oh
of
my
the
God.
times, right? Though.
Well, I mean, I make that joke all the time talking about, music that was banned. And it's like, I remember going to the high school dance and they wouldn't play Moni Moni by Billy Idol.
Because of the crowd lyrics.
There is
Yeah.
nothing. I got to tell you though, I got to see Billy Idol earlier this year on his most recent tour, and there is nothing like being in an arena filled with thousands of people and singing that in unison at Billy Idol on stage. Hey motherfucker, get laid, get fucked.
That would have been fun. I can't do concerts though. I get really nervous in crowds and stuff. So I can't. I just can't do them.
It is a mixed bag for me, when I get into a dense crowd situation. Sometimes I'm okay, sometimes I'm not. Concerts, because I'm such a music guy, I find that I can get lost in the music and that sort of helps with the crowd. But as soon as like the lights come up and it's time to move, it's like, oh, holy crap. And I'm
Get away from me.
brutally, yeah, I'm really aware of how dense it is. And I just want to go home. Oh.
Yeah.
WAP.
But-
That song makes Samantha Fox seem tame.
I don't know if y'all ever. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Collective Soul or not.
Oh my gosh, yes, I've seen Collective Soul a couple of times. Fantastic band.
Mhm.
Their bass guitarist was actually in my dad's band.
Nice.
No way.
Yeah, I got a picture of him when he was a teenager.
That's
next to
amazing.
my dad.
That's
Nice.
amazing. Yeah.
I didn't know. I remember him when I was a kid, but I didn't know who he was, or did I really care? I mean,
No. I mean, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
like Collective Soul.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites, and then the lead singer used to do the sound controls for Dad.
Isn't that something?
Nice.
Yeah, because it's like it's two brothers. It's oh dear, Ed Roland,
and Dean.
and yeah. Isn't that something? Small world, eh?
Mhm.
That's funny because now I'm 2 degrees away from Collective
Collective
Soul
Soul.
now. Isn't
Yeah.
that? So are you.
Technically.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I every now and again I still talk to the lead bass fella, but
Yeah.
of course he's famous and busy, but he's always super nice, and I got his autograph one time. My mom was a nurse, and he took his mom or somebody was in the nurse or at the hospital,
Sure.
and he was there visiting, and he remembered my mother. He said, she got his autograph for me, but unfortunately, I set it up somewhere where I wouldn't lose it, and I lost it.
Aw.
That's one of those. I put it away for safekeeping, and it is so safe.
I don't know where it is now.
It's now undiscoverable.
Yep.
Yeah, this was like 20-something years ago, though.
I've done the same thing.
Yeah.
Where did I put that
I was
thing?
so upset I lost it. I was so upset I lost it. Hopefully my southern accent isn't too strong.
No, man,
no.
not at all. Not at all.
A
Travis
lot of people
saying,
say you don't have one as bad as some others. I'm like, well, my mother's from Montana.
Oh,
So I
she's
have a
from.
little bit of a northern.
I was gonna
I
say
have a
it's
little
very northern. Yeah.
Yeah, my step grandmother was from Tennessee, and her accent was thick.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm originally from Atlanta. I went from Atlanta to Memphis to this town I'm in now, and it's, as I said before, it's literally in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
But this is where my first wife was from, and that's the one who I had my son with. And I just got tired of driving 3 hours to see my son, so I just
yeah, no doubt, eh?
why not move near him, you
And
know?
closer. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the things that we do for family, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a comment from Travis
But,
here. When he comes through your door, unless you just want some more, I think you better call.
Ghostbusters is literally about assault, and it didn't get banned. Wow.
That's, yeah.
Follow-up
That is
comment from
very true.
Travis. Travis says, I just saw Rick Springfield and Richard Marx, and they were fantastic, even if everyone else in the crowd were middle-aged to elderly women.
Hey, your odds are good there.
Rick Springfield, Rick Springfield is like he's like the double threat or the triple threat. He's a singer, producer, actor.
Mm-hmm.
God, he did that. Oh my God, he did a rock and roll movie where he was an aging rock singer. Oh my God, I can't think of it. My wife really likes it. Oh, and Richard Marx though. Richard Marx is haven't seen Richard Marx a whole lot in the last little while, but like he wrote a lot of music for other people. Like so, you've definitely heard his music,
Even if you don't know you did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Indeed.
It's
But,
gassy.
going back to Star Trek, I've been wanting to watch that not the Lower Decks, that new one came out,
Strange New Worlds.
Strange New Worlds. Yes, I've been
Oh.
wanting to watch that.
So good. We're about to get season 3 here in the new year, and it's a great time to get caught up. You got 2 seasons to sort of to binge on if you want to get caught up, and they're easy to consume. It's a streaming series, so they're short seasons. 10 episodes or something.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, and filmed up here in Toronto.
Yeah, some of them, Peterborough, they filmed.
We
a couple
did have
scenes
one,
for it, right?
filmed just not too far from us.
Yeah.
Captain Power was filmed up there.
That's right. Yeah, he was. It was.
Yeah, I actually got to meet him at Joe Fest this year. He was really nice.
Nice.
You're not the first person to say that. I think Gaz had said the same thing. So did Zazel, and Adam, I think, said the same thing.
Gaz put in a
Yeah, I
comment
thought
here, though.
about-
Gaz says, because she's heart and soul, she's hot and cold, she's got it all, hot loving every night. Oh, Huey Lewis and the News.
Now,
I do love
Are you
my
kicking
Huey
in the door
Lewis.
for that one?
Me?
Because the Ghostbusters, they kick in the door unless you want some more.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, Josh, I don't want to cut you off, but we're getting towards the end of the show. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about tonight?
No, sir. I just, like I said, I've been meaning to call you, and I think I finally figured out how to work the thing, and then I didn't think about something to talk about.
Yeah.
Good.
Nope, that's
I'm just
fine.
trying to figure the darn technology out. Technology don't get along very
Let
well.
me just say, I'm glad you figured it out. I appreciate the phone call, and I hope you have a great night. Come back next week. Who knows what we'll be talking about, and call us back if we're talking about some stuff you want to get in on.
Indeed, I will definitely do that, and I'll be. I'm off Sunday, but I have my son again. So
Gotcha. Well,
maybe
again,
in and out.
family first, my friend.
Indeed.
All right, have a good night.
You all as well. Thank
Okay,
you
take
very
care.
much.
Bye now.
Travis.
Travis, Ricky and the Flash. That's it. That is it. And it's a freaking amazing movie. It is really, really good.
Nice.
God, man. We have similar tastes, I think.
There you go. So we do have one more item here tonight.
One more to go. Is it our final?
This is our final.
It's our final.
tonight.
Well, I mean, and this one applies to our Canadian audience, as Andy is out there in the aisles. He is hunting for you and I so that we can save a few dollars with this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
So you know that they've had a few of the Motu Origins figures come through now.
Yes.
Single cards, deluxes, Battle Cat.
Yep.
Well, next up, we are getting the Land Shark and the Wind Raider, both coming in for $5. Regular retail on these vary from store to store. I'm pretty sure you could still find the Wind Raider at like Winners and stuff for around 10.
They were. Yeah, 10-ish, and then the Battle Cats were up there as well.
Yeah. But Amazon wise, the Wind Raider will set you back around $30, and the Land Shark will set you back around 25. It's on sale right now for 18, but regardless of that, if you're going to Dollarama, you can pick them up each for 5, which is a heck of a savings.
Coming to a toy show near you for
Yes.
3 times as much.
Exactly. So,
oh, Josh, I need that Land Shark. Well, what do you know? Andy, you do the rounds.
yeah, if I see
We
an
might be
extra
able to
one.
pick one up for you.
Mm.
So send us a message through our socials, and we can work something out on that.
Mm-hmm. But there you go. Keep your eyes open for
Yeah,
2 vehicles.
absolutely. Don't forget, as we wind down tonight, it is Tuesday. If you are not a fan, you can ignore this next part, but I would highly encourage you to check out Skeleton Crew on Disney Plus. It is the latest Star Wars live action television series, and it is so refreshing. And then come back on Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern as Andy and I and our third host, Hank, we all sit down and we chew on this week's episode in our review series. It's Fandom Crew, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this week, episode 4. Don't know what the title is yet,
Not
but
yet.
we're going to find out here in just a very short time, in less than an hour, as it's just after 8 o'clock here in the East.
Yeah.
Other than that, as always, Random Fandom will be back next week for the 89th edition.
Will we though? We
Is
might
it
not be.
Christmas.
It's Christmas Eve.
Oh, sorry.
So we might not be back.
You know what? It's what happens when I automatically say things. Dope. Terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize for that.
All
Well,
good.
keep your eyes open on our socials. We'll update you through that. If there's not going to be a show next week, we'll make sure that we notify everybody. Wouldn't want to disappoint anybody. But hey, Skeleton Crew was basically the Tootsie Pop Owl commercial in space. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it really was. I liked it though.
Mm-hmm.
Travis, thank you so much. Yeah, it's always fun hanging out on a Tuesday night, hanging out with this guy and hanging out with all of you.
Mm-hmm.
And really enjoy doing this. I mean, we wouldn't do it 88 times over if we didn't like it. We're only, what, 4 years in?
Yeah. What's the definition of
years?
insanity?
Yeah. All right, that's it for me, guys. Anything from you, sir?
There's a couple new designs up on our merch site.
Yeah, and our merch site.
Still on sale.
4 years young this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great way to support the show. You can certainly head over there, check out the merch. And to our US-based viewers, don't forget TeePublic does have a free shipping threshold for you guys, so it's even more economical to get in on the action. Of course, if you want to check out our Patreon, we have just a single level of support to make things easy. It helps us pay for things like the subscription service that we use to multi-stream to all the platforms that we do. And it helps for things like equipment upgrades. So check that out if you're so inclined. Otherwise, do subscribe. It's free. And we'll be back next week. And as always, I just want to remind everybody, whatever your thing is, fan on, everybody. And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we'll see you on the next one. And bye for now.